Now we are going to talk about a GFCI, how to connect it. We are going to talk about also code, so that way you know where you have to install it and how it works inside. So also I'll show you here. As you can see, this is the GFCI inside, and I'm going to show you everything that is needed. So let's start with the video. So I'm going to show you, for instance, if you have to buy these, as you can see, they are about $30. I mean, it depends on the brand. I like this one because you are going to see here, you have the red button and you have the black one. Also, you have the different lights. At least in this model, you see one light, but I saw another one that it comes with two lights. So I'm going to show you so that way you can see if you have to replace one, you know what to get. So I'll show you one. As you can see here, you have these are my favorites because you have, you know, the green light and the red one. So if this tripped, you know, you're going to see the red light. If everything is working normally, you're going to see the green light. Also, you have the black button and you have the red one, so you know which one is which to reset it. Because if you see the regular ones, you see everything is white, so white letters, white background, you don't know which one is the reset, which one is the test, and everything. So I'll show you closely so that way you know how to hook it up. And now, for instance, you can I'm mentioning the price because, for instance, here this seems to be a little bit cheaper than the other ones, and usually the regular electrical outlets, they are like $3. So that is why you're going to learn how to connect them in daisy chain, so one behind the other one, so that way you don't have to, you know, install multiple electrical outlet GFCI. So I'll show you closely. So as you can see here, so this is the back. So when you have to install the GFCI, as you can see here, you're going to see this. So basically you have the line here, and you have the gold screw. This is for the hot, and the silver one is for the neutral. Also, you're going to see here, for instance, here you're going to see white. So basically the white is the neutral, and the black one, this one that says hot, is going to go there. Also here on the bottom, you're going to see the load. So basically this is the place where you're going to connect the regular electrical outlet that costs like $3. So the cheapest one, you're going to connect that. So basically you buy one of these, and everything else behind this electrical outlet will be protected. So that is how it works. So here, as you can see, if you're going to connect only one, for instance, here you have the line, you know, the 110. So you're going to use the white one here, the silver screw, and in the other side, the gold one is going to be the black one. And here you have the green is for the ground. And here, if you see here, for instance, in this case, you're going to have the line and the other electrical outlet, you're going to connect here. Here, I don't know why they hook up, you know, to GFCI. You can use here instead one regular electrical outlet, and that will be enough. So now I'm going to show you, for instance, the other pictures, so that way you can see everything. So as you can see here, by code, you will see. I mean, if you want, you can buy the book, so that way you have all the code. You know, every year they will every year they will change a few things just in case. But here I'm going to tell you at least the basics. So as you can see, it says ground fault circuit interrupter protection for personnel. So here the wheeling units, all 125 volts through 250 volts receptacle installed in the location specified in 210.8 A1, so through A11, and supplied by single phase branch circuit rated in 150 volt or less to ground shall have ground circuit interrupted protection for personnel. Bathroom, a garage. Also it says also accessories, building that have a floor located at or below a grade level, not intended as heavy table rooms, and limited to storage area, work area, and areas of similar use. Outdoors, so everything I'm going to show you later, the electrical outlets that you can connect outdoor. Crawl spaces, so it's like a small basement or like tiny basements. Here a basement, so here kitchens where receptacles are installed to serve countertop surfaces. Sinks where receptacles are installed within almost 2 meters or 6 feet from the top inside edge of the bowl of the sink. Both house. So if you live in a boat, bathtub, shower, stalls, where receptacles are installed within 1.8 meters or 6 feet of outside edge of the bathtub and showers stalls. A laundry area, so where you have the shower and the dryer, and here it says indoor, damp, or wet locations. So that is what it says, the 2020. And I'm going to show you the newest one. So here we have the 2023. As you can see, 2023, a new location has been added that includes any area other than the kitchen with a sink and provision for food, beverage, or cooking preparation. Now we are going to see the other. And here now for 2023, again, it says now all 125 to 250 volt receptacles in the kitchen requires a GFCI protection, not just the countertop receptacles. Also, now you will see, for instance, the some appliances. For instance, here in 2023, it says a new for 2023 neck countertops, mounted cooktops, microwaves, electric range, wall-mounted stove, cloth dryer, and a few other appliances. So now, for instance, because all those appliances, if you see, most of them, I mean, some of them, they are just, hardwire. So if you have hardwire, how are you going to install one of these GFCI protectors? So now I'm going to show you the option that you have. So now what you can do is in the breaker box, I'm going to show you, for instance, here, if you see in the breaker panel, electrical panel, so you can install here one of the GFCI, as you can see here. For instance, here we have a few options. Here we have the fold, ground fault protections, and here you will have, I mean, it depends on the brand of the whatever you have to use. Okay, as you can see here, we have a single pole with GFCI. This is the model that you see. They are $73, so let's say about $100 depending on the brand and model. That is what you can install. So that way, you can install that if you have an appliance and you don't want to, or maybe you have a very old house and you don't have, a GFCI in the kitchen. Maybe you can install that in the breaker panel. Here, if you see, you have another ones, a double pole. Basically, here it says 25, 35, and both are GFCI. So it will be ideal if you can push this button at least once a month to test and make sure that everything works properly. Okay, now I'm going to show you closely so that way you can see. For instance, this is the GFCI inside, so you remove the plate, and this is how it looks like. You have the button here, reset, and you have another button as well. So as you can see here, you have the yellow tag. The yellow tag is where you're going to have the load, so that way you're going to connect all the other electrical outlets in this area, and the line goes here in this area. So make sure that you don't hook them up, in the other way, because if you put the line where you have the load, is not going to work. I've seen that before, some customers or, people with no experience or little experience, they hook it, the other way around, and nothing works. And that is all you have to do in order to fix it. Just make sure that you pay attention. In the back, it will say, like I showed you in the beginning of the video, it says line and it says load. So basically, that is why you have to pay attention. Where it says line, you put the 110, and where you have the load is the other outlets. You're going to put it in the load, and that's it. So this is the electrical outlet inside. As you can see here, we have the metal plates where you're going to connect the plug here and here. And here we have the GFCI works by passing the hot and the neutral through the coil. As long as the inbound and outbound currents are the same, no voltage will be generated in the coil. If there is a difference, a voltage will be generated and picked up by the circuitry, and it will trip the the relay that you see here basically, and it will disconnect everything. So you're not going to have voltage on top, or you're not going to have a voltage in the bottom as well. So as you can see, this is a relay. So basically that is how it works. So here I'm going to show you another picture. So here you have the circuitry that I was talking about. So basically this needs to have a voltage all the time. So that way it can work and sense the current that goes through the circuit. So, and if there is any issue, if there is no voltage, just this, you're not going to be able to reset the GFCI. So you have to have voltage. And if everything is good, everything will work the way it should be. So that is how it works. So as like I said before, this is how you can hook it up. So basically you have the current, going through one of the ends and through the other end. So through the hot one, and it returns through the neutral. So if there is no difference or there is nothing, so if the same voltage that is coming in is coming out, everything will be good. Otherwise, it will trip the GFCI and you're not going to have a voltage. So like you have in a car, you have this type of relay that it will activate or deactivate something. Well, this works basically the same way. Okay, so here I'm going to show you, for instance, we have a GFCI and we have the wires exposed, so that way we can measure it with the amperimeter. So as you can see, we have the black wire and we have the white one, and we have just a heat gun on that end, so that way we can measure the power consumption. Okay, as you can see here, we have 5 amps. So in the black one, it will be the hot one, and we have the same in the neutral. So as you can see, everything works as it should. So now, if we measure both, you're going to see, we have no. We don't have any flow. I mean, it will not detect anything because one is balancing against the other wire. Another, some issues that you're going to have sometimes with the GFCI, for instance, is with refrigerators or maybe with air compressor or something with the engine or motor. In this case, I had a customer, he called me, say, okay, come and just remove the GFCI from the kitchen, at least behind the refrigerator, because he was having issue that was tripping, and he doesn't want to go to work, and then he comes back and the refrigerator is not working, or he goes for a vacation, and then you are having this issue. If you are going to sell the house, it's better, to have everything on code, so that way you're not going to have any issues, because if you have a home inspector, you're going to have problems and you will have to fix that, so that way everything is on code. But if this is your house and you don't want to have to worry about these type of things, you can do that. So, or if you want to keep learning about another topics, you can go to my playlist if you want to. Here in my YouTube channel, you have about plumbing, electricity, and everything else. Also, I am in US. If you need tools, electronics, just let me know. I can ship it to you. If you're outside the United States, otherwise, I can leave you in the video description the link, so the way you can buy yourself. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.